This week on Worldwide Gaming, we have a special guest in the studio. A review of The Last of Us from Shannon. We take a look at the top 10 esports games. A segment from our guest from the latest and greatest TTE Sports gear. And a WG101 from Zen on Binding of Isaac.
Hello and welcome to Worldwide Gaming. I'm your host Ryan.
I'm John.
And I'm Chris.
I've twirled my mustache because we have a special guest. You're from TTE Sports.
Yes.
And you also have a segment today on the show. Do you want to talk about what you're going to be doing in that?
Yeah, so basically in this segment today, we just got a couple of cool products coming out. Things that are designed by BMW Design Works USA. So the guys who design like the M Series BMW, like Sport Edition cars.
Also make mouses.
Yeah, that's right. So they make like mouses and some headsets for us and a keyboard coming out and some cases. So I just thought I'd show you guys that and talk about a bit esports stuff as well, because that's kind of my passion.
Awesome. So before that though, we have the forecast.
Ori and the Blind Forest is predicted to stun us with its amazing visuals. Whether or not there's more to the platformer will be revealed in time. We're looking forward to its release on Xbox One later this year, giving it a 3. The skies in Pacific City couldn't be any brighter in the upcoming Crackdown game for the Xbox One. Coming soon, we think you should definitely put this one on your radar. We're giving it a 5. The successor to Dark Souls, Bloodborne is looking pretty hot. Coming next year to the PlayStation 4, we're giving this one a 3.
Alright, so Crackdown is one of my favourite games of the last generation, if not my favourite. It's pretty much orb collecting simulator, if you haven't heard of it.
Yeah, it sounds pretty sick.
Yeah, it sounds fun, right?
Looking forward to collecting another 500 orbs.
It's at least 500. I bet for the next generation they put like, 2,000 orbs or something like that. See how many orbs they can push through. Also, Bloodborne, which is from the same people as Dark Souls, and that's been getting a lot of...
Trailer looks sick as for that, actually.
Yeah, it really does. I'm interested to see how like the weapons, like the guns and stuff you can use, how that kind of affects, how you play Dark Souls, because it's generally,
I'm probably just going to do with that what I did with Dark Souls, and that is, play for like 20 minutes, die 1,000 times, and then put it down, never play it again.
And then post on Reddit about it about 40 times.
Yeah.
All right. But now we have the review of The Last of Us.
How many games are called the best game of this generation? For a PlayStation 3 title with near next-gen graphics, The Last of Us was a major PlayStation exclusive title. Naughty Dog, developer of such titles as the Uncharted series, the Jak and Daxter series, and the older Crash Bandicoot series, have really taken a leap forward with The Last of Us. Joel, a survivor of post-apocalyptic America, is living in a quarantine zone in Boston. He lives his day-to-day life as an arms dealer with another survivor and close friend Tess, smuggling weapons to other quarantine zones to make a living in this hopeless world. The world you and I live in with smartphones, Wi-Fi and other everyday devices has been gone for 2 decades. The outbreak of the infected started in 2013. The infected are still human but without the will to think or control their actions. The fungus cordyceps grows within the infected as they morph from normal-looking people to alien-looking monsters that lose their eyesight and gain a better sense of hearing and smell. The year is 2033. What is left of the government are trying to rebuild America with quarantine zones as they try to fight a large group of bandits known as the Fireflies. In Joel's life, sleeping with one eye open hoping the infected or bandits won't kill him is a major aspect of his life. When he makes a deal with Tess and a Firefly Marlene, he has to escort a young Allie across the American wasteland to get her to a Firefly base. Their journey is intense, and as dark as it gets, the brighter moments are some of the most amazing scenes in The Last of Us. Allie, unlike Joel, was born into this world of disrepair, not knowing right from wrong, not knowing how the world used to work or what it is like to live what we think of as a normal life. She is a born survivor. Like Joel, she has killed to survive and lost family and friends. Some of the best dialogue come from the interactions between Joel and Allie, as it sets up for emotional and intense scenes. Their relationship develops throughout the game, and you will notice how deeply things change when you progress further into the story.
Oh, I'm sure your friend will be missing this tonight. It's light on the reading, but it's got some interesting photos.
Now, Ellie, that ain't for kids.
Whoa! How the hell would he even walk around with that thing?
Get rid of that.
Well, hold your horses. I want to see what all the fuss is about. Oh, why are these all stuck together? I'm just f***ing with you. Bye-bye, dude.
I would say Joel is the personification of survival of the fittest. The gameplay feels amazing. Stealth is a major aspect of the game, but stealth won't always help, as each situation you get into is different. Whether it is a swarm of infected, or just a few of them, or a group of bandits, you'll find yourself always making different decisions to survive. Ammo scarcity is a real concern for the player. Even if you have unlocked all the weapons for Joel, you'll find that ammo runs out quickly. In stealth situations, you will need to use stealth weapons such as a shiv. Crafting weapons and other tools are a big part of surviving in this game, as you'll find scissors, alcohol, rags and other resources that can be used to make multiple items. The player needs to choose wisely depending on the situation. Will you make a medikit or a Molotov cocktail? The weapons feel great to use, and the real-time swapping of weapons or crafting weapons and medikits will have you double checking that the areas are clear before doing so. And not knowing what to expect next will always have you on the edge of your seat, which suits the tone of the game perfectly. The atmosphere of the game feels awesome. The beautiful towns and places you visit have been abandoned and are being consumed by nature. With plant life and wildlife taking over them, you will never feel like you're in a world that we once knew. Collectibles are a part of the game as well, and whether it be comics, Firefly pendants or even the notes, you will find yourself engaged for hours. Trophy hunters will love collecting, as it will have you exploring new areas of this devastated world. The notes also tell of a deeper story, as they go into the events of the start of the apocalypse, or the survivors that live during it. You know you will feel emotional for some of these stories. The Last of Us also has multiplayer. Like Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3, it is basically the same concept: 2 teams, a few game modes, and creating classes with weapons. The Last of Us multiplayer also gives a bit of a backstory to the campaign story, whilst putting you in control of a faction of survivors that consists of either Fireflies or Hunters. Overall, I think this is the best PlayStation 3 exclusive title. It feels awesome to play, the gameplay and the story are great.
Hey guys, enjoying the show? If you want to check what the WG crew are up to, check out our Facebook page. Also, our YouTube channel has all the previous episodes and extended cuts. Lastly, you can check us out on iTunes, just search WGcast.